वृषारूढं प्रचण्डं विश्वेश्वरं जटाजूटं भस्माङ्गम् आदियोगिनं प्रणमाम्यहम्। पृथ्वीतेजोदकं वायुं वशीकृतमाकाश्य च महाभूतेश्वरम्।
Sadhguru, when certain youngsters face problems or difficulties like failures, breakups, loss, etc., a few go for drugs or alcohol instead of solving the problem and finding solutions. So I want to know, what is that one hope a person can cling on to even when he is fully shattered from within?
Oh, so many broken hearts here who are clapping their hands. So, when he is fully shattered, what can he do? The question is, do you want to allow yourself to be fully shattered? That's a question. And many things that don't work out in your early life, you will see later on, it is a great blessing. There are many ways to look at this. Let me tell you this. This happened in 1941. This is just when the Nazi movement was building up in Germany and in some parts of Europe. So one day in Austria, a bunch of German soldiers came, broke into the homes, the Jewish family, a rich family, they broke the home and took away the adults, everything was robbed. And these two children, a 12-year-old girl and an 8-year-old boy, were taken away. They were taken to a railway station. This is the month of November end, December kind of time, when it's becoming very cold. So they were kept in the railway station for 3 days because the trains did not come. Boys, little boys being boys, they started playing football. So they were playing football and then suddenly the train came. The train is not a passenger train, it's a cargo train, the goods train. So when the train came, the soldiers came and rushed everybody into the wagons which are there. Everybody got in and the little boy and the girl also got in, but the little boy forgot to wear his shoes. He left his shoes outside and they pushed him into the wagon. So without shoes he came. His sister, a 12-year-old girl, saw her kid brother coming without shoes and she got mad with him. She held him by the ear, boxed his ears, scolded him nicely, slapped him. Say, "You idiot, already we are in enough trouble, now you come without shoes." Because in Germany in winter, no shoes means you may lose your feet. So she's angry about that. In the next station, the boys and girls were separated. After 4 years, after the war was over, she came out of the concentration camp to find 17 members of her family, including her little brother, all had vanished. No records, no sign of them, they just evaporated. At that time, the only thing that bothered her was the last few things that she said to her little brother. She loves her brother, but the last few things that she said to him were such terrible things, it rang in her mind and troubled her. These are the last things I told my brother and after that I'm never going to see him, he's gone. So she took a vow, if I speak to anybody in my life, I will speak in such a way, if this is my last word, I will not regret. This one thing transformed her life in such a way. She went on to United States, she died in 2006, she did some phenomenal work, built a hospital somewhere near Chicago, I think. She lived a fruitful life. I'm saying, even if you're put through the most horrible situations, either you can come out using that experience as a better human being, or you can use the experience to become a horrible mess. So whenever something hurts you, there are two options. You can either become wounded or you can become wise. This is the choice. The more things hurt you early on in your life, the wiser you should have become, isn't it? But unfortunately, most people become wounded. This is simply because they just need an excuse to turn their own intelligence against themselves, that's all. Especially if the world around you turns against you, is it not very, very important that your intelligence stands up for you? Not every situation which seems like a solution is actually a solution, and not every situation which seems like a problem is a problem. So, what is a problem? What is a possibility? It's like this. There was a little bird in Michigan, United States, and winter was just setting in. This is the time he has to move south to warmer climes. But he was a little too happy and tweeting around, you know. He had found a lot of company in the human species that so many of them were tweeting, so he was also busy tweeting, and he kind of delayed his flight south. So after weather started freezing, he tried to fly and his wings froze and he fell. Then a cow was walking by and cows, droppings happened. It landed straight on the bird. Feeling the warmth of the dung, slowly the bird recovered and became very happy and tweeted again from within the dung. A hungry cat was passing by, heard the tweet, opened up the dung and ate up the bird. So not everybody who heaps shit on you are your enemies. And not everybody who gets you out of shit are your friends. It is just that if you are equipped, if you have equipped yourself in such a way, no matter what happens, you know how to make it into a wonderful possibility for yourself. Because what life throws at us is not our choice always. We try to manage it to some extent, but it's not entirely our choice. Life may throw all kinds of things at us, but what we make out of it is 100% ours. If this one dimension, if we take charge of this, no matter what life throws at me, I will make this into a tremendous process for myself. Let it throw whatever. It doesn't matter what life throws at you, you will turn it into a possibility. You will not make anything into a problem because you are not a problem. This is a choice that every human being has, either for every situation. When I say every situation, there are only situations and situations and situations in our lives. When you don't know how to handle a particular situation, you call that a problem. What is a problem for you may be wonderful possibility for somebody else, usually is, isn't it? There are no problems in life, they're just situations. You can either make it into a possibility or a problem. You can either you yourself become a possibility or a problem. This is a choice every human being has. But to exercise this choice, you have to be in a certain way within yourself. Within yourself, you are in a certain state of equanimity, balance and exuberance that no matter what life throws at you, you will make it into a wonderful possibility. Life can throw all kinds of horrible things. Don't underestimate life, it can do things to you, yes. It can do all kinds of things to you. Most unexpected time, it will throw something at you that you did not imagine possible. The more active you are, more unexpected things happen to you. Yes. So instead of trying to control what life should throw at you, equipping yourself in such a way, no matter what it throws at you, you will make it into a wonderful possibility. If this one thing is done within the human being, then every situation is a possibility. Once every situation becomes a possibility, this human being will blossom to a full-fledged life. And this is the aspiration of every life, to somehow become a full-fledged life.